Hi everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and notification bell where you'll be seeing more great videos like this. Today we are doing a tutorial for a keyboard. So we're going to get straight on into it because this might be a little bit of a longer tutorial than what we normally do. So we're going to import an image as a plane. Basically what I want to do is 0. And I want to rotate it that way. Is it that way? Yeah, it looks that way. And there's 0 all those. So it's in the center, and then number 7 top down view. Okay, and then we're going to create a plane, scale it down. I'm just going to bring that up a tad so at least we can see it. And then scale it down, scale it down, and then just move it over. Because this is going to be, all our keys are going to be based on this. So that may do it. And we just bring it on over. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, then what we're going to do is go back into edit, go into edit mode, click on face. Then I'm going to E to extrude, S to scale. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but keys have got a bit of a concave in them. So we're going to do a couple of loop cuts there, click on face, right click on the center one, and just bring it on down. There we go, like that. Okay, and then these edges, all these edges here, 1, 2, 3, click on edges, right click. Okay, so we're going to click on the edges, and then we're going to do a bevel, because as you can see on the keyboards there, there's got a bit of a bevel going on. So we're just going to say 3 segments, and then just give it a nice little bevel. Well, we just will do the sides as well. Looks like I clicked on one anyway. I'll do all the sides as well. And then we'll just zoom on in there, and then we'll do the bevel. So I'll just take the sharpness off the keys. Okay, so that seems to be that. Now, what we want to do is we just want to press number 7 again. So we've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we're going to do an array now. So we go into our modifier, which is the little spanner, add modifier, array, and then we want 14 on there, but we want to offset it, not that much. We just want to bring it on, say 1.2, no, 1.15, 1.12. Yeah, I guess that could be it, couldn't it? 1.12. Looks about right. And then this one we can just elongate in a minute, because they're all of the same array, so you can't just select one at the moment. I'll just show you how to do it in a minute. So what we're going to do now is Shift D and then move it down on the Y plane. And then the last one, Shift D on the Y. And then we'll just move that right on over. That'll do. That'll do. Okay, so we got those sorted out. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to make these into individual keys now, because we can just move them over eventually. So we right click, click on apply. Okay, now what we want to do now is go into edit mode. As you can see, they're all, click on A, so that all the, looks like we're on edges, so all the edges are selected, and then press P for Papa, and then click by loose parts. Now what that's done is made them individual. See, you can select each one now, which is good. So that's what we've got to do on the next one. So tab. Okay, so they're all single objects now. So if you want to move them about, you can. Well, I mean, we don't need that one there, so we can just delete that. This one we can shift D on the Y and move it up there. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. Shift D on the Y. Move it on up. And then what we have to do then is adjust these so that they are to each one. So we click on the backspace, click on tab, and then what we want to do is we go back into number 7. We're going to go into wireframe mode, okay? And then we use the box, B for box, or it might already be selected up there. And then we just want to select those ones. We'll keep it on the nodes. And then we want to shift, go back into like the shading part. And then we just want to shift that over. Because what we're going to do, box, we're going to select all those, go into object, origin to geometry, and then you can see all the dots are there. So we're back in business. Okay, so we've got all the keys done. They all look pretty good to me. I hope you're all keeping up and doing well. If you're liking the video, if you've got any comments so far, just drop them below and we'll answer them. Yeah, so it's looking good at the moment. So there's all our keys done, okay? Now, the next bit, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hide the keyboard, because what I want to do, Control Z, because what I want to do is go into box mode. I want to select them all. And then object, and it is join, so they're going to be like one item. I mean, I'm quite happy with as they are at the moment, so it's all going to be one item. Okay, So we'll just turn our keyboard back on. It all lines up nicely. So what we're going to do now is actually model the keyboard. So we're going to get a new plane. So do Shift A, do a plane. Obviously scale it down. And then let's just bring it on 0, 0, 0. And then we can just scale it out here. Let's just move it on up. There we go. So that's nearest, damn it. And then scale it out. Okay. And then what we want to do is just bring it down slightly to give it a little bit of thickness. A bit more, I think. And then what we're going to do is go into edit mode. Face. And then we're going to extrude. E for extrude in the Z plane. Okay. So I'm just going to bring them about there. Just having a look at my keyboard, and they seem to extrude quite a bit at the top. So about there. Okay, and now what we want to do is quite a few ring loops, ring cuts. Okay, so what am I doing? A. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the keyboard. I'm going to change the actual colour of the thing there because it's a little bit bright as far as I'm concerned. So we're just going to notch it down so we can see what the heck's going on. Okay, and then we're going to go into edit mode, Control R, and then we're going to want quite a few. So that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right, so what we're going to do, we're just going to do each one at. So we want that one there. So let's go back into number 7 so we can see what the heck. So we want that one there. This one we're going to bring there. That one. Because obviously it's got space in between the plastic where the keys are. Okay, and then just eye them up to where they should be, or more or less. These ones are going to be for in between the F numbers. We need that one to go over there. This one to go here. This one's going on the end. And don't forget to press Alt buttons, otherwise you'll see like that's happened there. If you press Alt, it does like a loop. It selects the whole thing. And then we'll just bring that one there. That one can go there. And then we're just going to sort this one out. And then just bring that thereabouts. Back into 7. Okay, so are we happy with those cuts? Have we got everything? Yes. Now what we've got to do is the loop cuts along the length there. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's top ones are lined up nicely. So Alt and right click. So that's going to be for the main keys. That's going to be for the 6 there. This one's going to be for the top on there. This bottom one is going to be for the bottom, obviously. Ooh, sorry about that. My foot slipping off the. We missed out one. We missed out one vertical one. So just move that up slightly. We want to do 2 more there. Bang on the buck. Right, so what we want to do is we want to go into object mode. Right, we're going to name this the keys. So at least gives us what we know. That one is the actual keyboard. Okay, so now what we want to do is we're going to hide the keys and we're just going to go into edit mode. Okay, so every so often we'll just see where we are. So we're going to go into, we want to edit the surface, and then we're going to select these ones. Let's just make sure we're on the right, and then we're going to select select those, probably select all the way down, I think. That's by the looks of it. Yep, and then we want to select, now you can see why we're doing all these cuts. And then that one is that one, that one, that one, and that one. So what we're going to do now, oh my god, extrude. We're going to extrude down. What we're going to do is all these edges here. Right, so all these edges, we're going to put a little bevel on, because that's how we roll. It's going to take a little bit of time. Oh, damn it, I didn't want that one. So just crack on. Not too much, just enough though to take off the edge. There we go, just to take the edge off. That'll do. Okay, and then we probably should just do the outside as well while we're at it. Okay, so just to take the edge off it. Ugh. God damn it. There we go. And if you want, you could just like select all these along here and then just pull it out just to give it a little bit of shape if you wanted. Of course you don't have to. It's entirely up to you. So we're going to bring our keys back in. So that is the keyboard. Okay, that is our keyboard. So we are now going to put the lights in over here. So what we want to do, put a couple of loops in there and then select the faces. Do E, scale. Oh, let's do it individually. E, scale. E, scale. E, scale. So they're going to be like the little lights, and then we can just bring them down. Okay, what we're going to do is we've assigned that, so if we want we can just select this face, add a new material there. We need it to be an emission, which is emission, and then call it green, and then just chuck up the strength, about 5, that'll do, and then assign. Then we've got like a little glowy light, which is looking pretty damn good. So if we just have a little look in there, maybe what we need to do to the keys is W. Well, I'll make sure we're on the keys. Oh, need to come out of object. Click on keys, go to W, and smooth shading. There we go, it gives it a little bit of a better look. So there we go, there's the keyboard done. Right, what we are going to do now is we're going to give the keys like their numbers and that. So if I just show you how I like to do the first one. Right, what we need to do is pull that across. So we've got 2 views. Change this one to UV editor. And then we've got our key selected. We need to press the tab. We need to do the box select. So box, so we want to select the whole lot. And then we want to go to UV and project from view. View, UV edit. So we got our keys there. Now what we want to do on here is go to S and scale it up. Box select, and then scale it up. So just move it over. Okay, is that all correct? Yeah, that looks about right. So that's our projection, if you like, and then we need to go to UV and export UV layout. Now I need to go back into my F drive, into 3D Blender, keyboard, create a new folder. I'm going to call it keys.png. And then we need to go into Photoshop, and or if you want to use GIMP or whatever your choice of software is. Yeah, keyboard, keys, and here we have it opened. Okay, now I know it looks a bit of a mess, but you've still got like ESC, F1. So then what I normally do is just give it a new layer, just so we can put a dark. Our one's going to be like, we're going to have like, maybe we should have black. We're going to have white. We're going to have white text, so we're just going to put. Right, so then we're going to put our text on there somehow or another. So the first one is all in uppercase ESC. And then we're just going to move it down and over to the button. Okay, and that's the first one, and then you just do that for like the rest of the we just want to change that to white. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to stop the video here, and I'm just going to get the rest of it all. I'm just going to get the rest of it done, and then I will be back with the rest of the video to show you how to pull it all together. Okay, see you in a bit. Right, so there we have it. We have all our numbers, all our letters, all our F numbers, everything. I've put them in white on a dark background, but what we got to do is take the dark background out. So we're just going to switch the eye off, and we also need to turn the PNG that we brought into off. Now we need to go to file. So I save for web and devices. We need to save it as a PNG for the transparency, and then if we save it in our keyboard layout, texture, letters, there we go, that'll do. Save. Okay, so now what we need to do is come back into Blender, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to swing this across, change this to shader editor. Okay, and then we're just going to click on a new, and then what we're going to do is we are going to find our image that we brought in. Let me just find that. So if you do the same, that's a keyboard, I called it, and there it is. And then we're just gonna bring this in to here, and then we're going to put the color onto base color. So there you go, there's your keys. Your keys are all done. Okay, now what else do we want to do? We want to do the keyboard color. So what we can do is the base color. So you can pretty much have that whatever color you want, really. Let's just make it a bit lighter. Whoa, look at that, sick green. Brilliant. So there you have it, there's your keyboard. And obviously we can switch off, not that one, but that one. And there it is. With a little light, you can put the texture in there as well if you want as well. That looks pretty smart. Pretty damn smart. Let's just change that to like a... Is it like a creamy colour in it? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. We can have whatever you want, really. I'm just going to mess around with that later. See what we can come up with. But there you go. That's how you texture it anyway. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you've got any comments, drop them down below. If you want to see any other modelling tutorials, just drop a comment down below. I hope you enjoyed this one. We will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Ta-da!